look, the environment's great, save the environment. But when it comes to, and a lot of people will say, well, you need to take individual action. The reality is when it comes to the environment, it's really corporations that are producing the vast amount of pollution and whatnot. So on an individual level, there's really not much you can do. It's these corporations, especially bunker fuel, like shipping with shipping and stuff. That's.
Come on, Brian, don't push the climate change scam. What are you doing? I'm a bit disappointed in you, Brian, I'm not going to lie. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nazarene Veronica, and today I'm back with another reaction video where I'll be reacting to a whatever podcast video called She Tried to Shame Men, but Brian rebutted her claims. That's usually what happens on that show, but let's take a look at this one.
I think men can be kind of manipulative. I think some men can be
Do you think it's manipulative to have plastic surgery and misrepresent your appearance, one of the primary things that men are attracted to?
No, I mean, if I'm like, hey, I have a boob job.
Wait, does she have a t-shirt which says, I do all my own corn stunts? Oh man, why would you parade that around in public and be proud of it in that way that you actually wear it on your clothing? That is so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. She has no shame, no dignity. That's just gross. And her, how can she not agree that plastic surgery is misleading and manipulation? It's just, why are you defending it in such a way?
Let me ask you a question.
Women wear makeup, you cut your hair.
Let me go around the table on this.
What are you talking about?
Are you guys attracted to physically strong men?
Yeah, sure.
Are you attracted to men who have a certain degree of muscular development? Maybe you guys might not like the super roided up steroid bodybuilder guys, but are you attracted to men who are physically, they got some muscle? I think most women are.
Yeah.
Now, let's say that a guy wore a muscle suit. You didn't know about it. You thought he was just kind of ripped, and then he's taking it off. Would that be a deception?
Sure, but I'm sure most guys would probably look at like some of our tits and be like, "Oh, they're probably fake." Like, I don't know, what's the big deal with that?
I
mean, we're all wearing makeup, we're all wearing eyelashes. Like, I mean, there's some sort of deception there.
Well,
like,
there's a difference.
You want to call it that.
You've got, when it comes to something that's this is like performative to some degree, in that you've been invited on a podcast. It's very common in film to wear some degree of makeup, but in your day-to-day, I assume you still wear makeup too. When it comes to the muscle suit thing, though, that would be a deception.
The reality is kind of weird.
What's that?
It would just be weird.
And okay,
it would just be kind of strange.
Let me use a more realistic.
Not like, oh my
example.
God, you lied to me. I'd just be like, why are you doing that?
Let me use a more realistic example. Do you guys like tall men?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So let's say you met a guy on a dating app. He said he was 6 feet. Turns out he's wearing 4 inch. Lifts in his shoes. Would you feel that was a lie? That was deceptive? Turns out you're the same height.
Plastic surgery and makeup is a lot more normalized than a man wearing 4-inch.
It is, but it doesn't.
Boots.
It is, but it's a normalized lie and deception.
And that's okay. And some men like it. And some men are okay with it. And women are okay with it.
I would argue most men would actually prefer women with minimal.
I would argue
makeup,
the opposite.
No plastic surgery.
I would argue the opposite.
You would argue.
Yeah, maybe the opposite to sleep with, not to be serious with and in a serious committed relationship with.
I would highly argue the opposite, yes.
Really?
I think it depends on the man.
If we were to poll men, do you think they would say I'd prefer a girl with a BBL versus a girl with just a natural butt?
I don't think men even know like what's real.
Oh, we know. Oh, we know.
I remember there was this like pretty popular, I think it was like Instagram or Twitter, and they're like, oh, like women who are wearing all this makeup, I like a natural beauty, and it was a picture of like Kim Kardashian, and it was like, they have a lot of plastic surgery. They look great. I mean, I'm not knocking, plastic surgery or anything, but like she's wearing makeup, she does a lot of things to herself aesthetically. Like there's a lot of maintenance that comes with being beautiful. Like, and that's what men like.
Not necessarily. If you're naturally beautiful, there is not a lot of maintenance that comes with being beautiful. And by maintenance, she's talking about inserting plastic into your face and body. How does that count as maintenance? She's trying to normalize this behavior and these decisions by using words such as maintenance to describe them. It's not maintenance. It's adjusting your entire biology by inserting fake plastic, which literally leaches poison into your bloodstream, into your body. That's not right.
Okay, so when it comes
It's
to
not deceptive. Like,
It's-
if all
it
of us walked
absolutely-
around
it
with
is-
our
it
hair
is
not done and
literally
no
a deception.
extensions and like
If you take it
our
off-
makeup off, like we'd be looking fucking crazy. Like,
but it is literally
Speak for yourself, woman. If I took my makeup off and didn't do my hair for the day, I would not be looking crazy. Thank you very much. If you do, that's your own issue. Speak for yourself.
but it is literally a deception. Wearing makeup, plastic surgery, you are misrepresenting your actual appearance.
if we were all in our natural, like, state, like, I mean, to an extent, everyone
Are
is
you wearing
misrepresenting
makeup?
their
I have
appearance.
A minimal amount.
Minimal
Yeah.
amount, yeah.
Everyone is misrepresenting. You shave your beard, you get a haircut, you wash
Yeah,
your
but
face.
beard is
That's
something.
I'm sure
grooming.
you've taken like acne medication at one point.
Dang.
Like,
I never. No,
Slick
actually,
shot?
I never took.
No, I'm just saying. I'm like as a kid, I've taken acne medication. Like, I'm just saying, like, everyone's done something at one point or another to like enhance their appearance or to feel better.
Men are
you brush your
comfortable
teeth.
being ugly,
You've had
though.
braces.
Like, we're comfortable being
That's
fat,
different.
stupid, and
That's
ugly.
different.
Number one, and then
No,
number
I think-
two, men are expected to be real. That's the funny thing.
Mm-hmm.
Women can get off being phony and unreliable, but men are held to a higher standard and they're expected to be real.
I do agree. Like the whole toupee thing. Like, I know I've seen women like, oh, like that's fucking
Another
fake.
slick shot
Like,
at the
that's
bald head
all,
lover.
like- no, I'm just like, I agree. I side with men. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucked up. We can wear wigs and we can wear makeup, but when a
It's
man
not
does
messed
it,
up. It's
it's
disgusting
like,
when a man does it.
oh, I don't think it's
No, really,
disgusting.
it
If he
is.
feels more confident, like, I'm all for a man.
But see,
like,
that's the problem.
Doing
That's
whatever
not
makes him feel more
confidence.
confident. How
That's
do you know?
not confidence. That's phony. Because if you were confident, you'd be pleased with who you are and you would rock with what you got. That's phony, and you should never go with a man who does that because you can't
I
trust.
mean,
that kind of-
you
He's more
brush your
woman-
teeth, you trim your
That's
beard,
grooming.
you
That's
do
grooming.
your.
hygiene.
That's
But,
hygiene.
I mean, you're still messing with your appearance. You're not in your natural state.
No.
You're being
I'll give
phony.
you an
I feel like
example.
it's subjective
I'll
to
give
like,
you an example.
okay,
You
what
mentioned
is, you know,
toupees, right? You mentioned toupees,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I could afford a hair transplant. They're
Yeah.
like 4,000 in Turkey, right? I could
Yeah.
afford one in America.
Yeah.
I can get multiple hair transplants. I still don't do it because it's not necessary. Because
You don't look bad bald.
I appreciate that. But
You're a
here's the
terrible
funny
looking
thing.
bald guy.
Anytime someone
We're
wants to
not friends,
insult me,
but,
that's
you
their
know, just
go-to.
being honest.
That's like their go-to thing. It's like, you're bald. And it literally doesn't bother me at all. And that's the difference between a man and a woman. A real man, it literally bothers me 0%. But a woman, if you were like talking about her hair and you were saying real things, like when someone says you're bald, that's a real fact. And I'm like, that's true. But if I say something about a woman's hair that is factual and negative, it will hurt her feelings. And a real man should be fortified because guess what? Life for a man is a lot harsher and you have to deal with reality. People are not going to lie to you and coddle you. And if you're dealing with a man who's getting fake veneers, he's getting the fake hair, his jaw reconstructed and all this stuff, that's a flimsy man. And when he encounters challenge in life, he's going to crumble because he's not real.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's there.
And shout out to BBMLD.
That's why he's the GOAT.
I get what you're saying. I do agree. I do think men probably go through more hardships than
Probably?
women.
Wait, hold on. Did you say men probably go through more hardships?
Do you want me to take probably out of like my
I'm not-
sentence?
do you think that
I mean,
was correct?
I do think there are some women who go through, more hardships than men. Like, I don't know. But if we're talking about, hey, a man who's lived a normal life and a woman who's lived a normal life, yes, I would say a man
Right.
goes through more hardships.
By far every single time.
Yeah. And I don't think there's anything wrong with, I mean, hey, if there's something you're kind of insecure about, you'd like to change, like, you can go ahead and change that. For a man and a woman, I don't think there's an issue.
As a woman, I don't think it's a good thing, but we accept it. But for a man, you're dealing with a man that is just as feminine as you. And that's what saddens me. It's like a woman dating another woman. You're not
A man getting
able-
veneers is a feminine thing, you think?
I don't want to.
What if you
I don't,
had fucked up teeth?
Listen,
Do you want
I
to get
don't-
veneers?
I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But if I had a daughter, I'd much rather her be with a real man than a fake man.
Here, I'll read this. It's me again. Imagine thinking the majority of men think Kim K attractive. Yuck. Look at
Right.
Olivia. She's incredible versus your gremlin ass.
Whoa.
That's
Whoa.
mean, baby.
wow.
What's
Who's
that?
Olivia?
Tell me something again. I like
the
it.
ballerina.
Olivia.
I like that.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a follow-up for you. So you also said, maybe this is somewhat related to the makeup thing. I think on your Instagram, block me if you litter.
Yeah.
Fair.
Just not into littering. I mean, I think
Is
we
it
should,
like from a
like,
environmental perspective?
yeah, I think we
Are
should
you
just,
an-
do our part,
Do
like,
you care a
try to
lot-
save the planet.
Do you care a lot about the environment?
I wouldn't say I'm super involved in that, but hey, I try to do my
But you
part.
object to littering.
I object to
To
littering.
the point
yes.
because of the environmental impact.
And it just makes things ugly. Like,
I
why don't
agree
we just
with
take
you.
care of things?
I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you. Can I make you a proposal since we're both environmentalists?
Dime.
The cosmetic industry is a leading factor here
Yeah.
on the impact on the environment. There's mica. They're mining it in child labor even.
I don't use anything with mica, but continue.
And it's stored in plastic
Battery skin.
containers. So, and what's funny is, I hear these environmentalists, but they're often caked on makeup, right? Would you be willing, as an environmentalist, to discontinue your makeup use?
No, and I didn't call myself an environmentalist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's gonna get produced anyway. I think
I
as a
do
woman, it
think,
makes you feel
though,
better. Like I'm
think
gonna wear it.
because there's a lot of environmentally, excuse me, maybe you even, I don't know. Maybe you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, save the, look, the environment's great, save the environment. But when it comes to, and a lot of people will say, well, you need to take individual action. The reality is when it comes to the environment, it's really corporations that are producing the vast amount of pollution and whatnot. So on an individual level, there's really not much you can do. It's these corporations, especially bunker fuel, like shipping with shipping and stuff. That's
Come on, Brian, don't push the climate change scam. What are you doing? Really? Seriously? I thought it was going to go somewhere else, but it's not. I'm a bit disappointed in you, Brian. I'm not going to lie.
a big issue. But a lot of these people think you need to. Oh, okay. All right. We've got
Greg
Grid 1. All right.
Motorsports donated $200. As a man with a face for radio with a smoking hot wife, I reject the idea that Tupperware tits, etc. is okay. Fake is fake, and no amount of plastic, fantastic, and copium will change it. Get some help.
I am getting help.
You know,
Thank you
I
so
have-
much.
Okay, well that's the end of that. A lot of topics were touched on in that video. I don't believe that women should be having plastic surgery. I don't think it's good for you at all. I think that the evidence shows that the plastic particles leak into your bloodstream, which is obviously going to be a health problem, and it's going to cause many health problems for you. So maybe look into the actual reasons as to why you maybe shouldn't have it before you get it done, because people just seem to have it done without actually looking at both sides of what could happen. Freedom of choice, I guess. It's just people making the wrong choices, in my opinion. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Let me know what you think in the comments on many of the topics that were touched on in this video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.